Hey Gemini, how are you doing? Let's find out. I've switched this week. First time, I don't remember how long, that I'm using my favorite personal deck, Morgan Greer's. I know everybody uses them, but they are that precious to me that they are. Normally I only use them for even just readings for myself. So let's see, but I know I needed a change, and I felt like probably the Ancient India deck and the Japanese deck needed a bit of a break being used as oracles. I gave pretty much all of my oracles away to somebody who went through a major life-death situation. And so I'm in the process of replacing, but I pulled out, these jumped at me, the Divine Doors, and you know, they're very simple messages, but they can pack a bit of a punch. So, and this one's actually, I just shuffled them in between readings, and this one's sticking out on top, and I'm so tempted just to read it. I want to read it. So I'm going to start with that. Oh, that's kind of serendipitously similar. Okay. And that's the one I just actually had for Taurus. Let's leave that there. That tells me to stop there. Intuition, simple, complex, words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. All right. Well, words are your bag, baby. The Sacred Lotus, compassion in action. Right. The chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. Okay, so the theme of this week is gentle speech, shall we say. Let's find out. I've shuffled these for time's sake. Okay, flying right out in sideways energy. Whew. Okay. So a necessary change. Let's take a moment with this. We're looking at a mercy card, a compassion card. Somebody extending kindness or hospitality, but it is a 5. It's a necessary experience in the progression. Yes, so we're talking pentacles. So somebody's either down on their luck financially. I put this as okay, so this is fixed earth energy, and I put that as Virgo. I know everybody else puts that as Taurus, which would indicate cash flow problems, credit problems. But no. In terms of matching with the houses that everybody rules, Virgo rules workplaces and fixed, like everything about Virgo is fixed energy. Everything about Capricorn is mutable energy, because career energy requires other people. It requires a market. And sales, yes, in some capacity. Even if you're not a salesperson per se, yes, but you need to be, you know what I'm saying. And so I would put that as 8, 9, 10 of Pentacles. So this is clearly, this to me is Virgo, very much Virgo energy. So something in the workplace, something in health, something in routines, there's a necessary change. Okay, so let's see what that means. Because it seems it's not you. Or, wow, okay, flying. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of sitting sideways, but still. Sorry for coming in front of the camera there. All right, wow. Okay, so now if what's confusing is the emphasis on compassion up here, compassion, but you need the protection. You are protected. So are you under threat? Something like this person is looking after themselves. So we have an, okay, there is a health concern involved here. And you can sort of see how these stars are echoing this rosary window up here. Star, star. More sideways energy. Right, okay. Aries energy. Desire, heart, loyalties, loves. Mars energy. Well, I can't remember which planet this card specifically lines up with, but Aries energy, Mars energy. So something is stuck in the planning stages, in the agreement stages, the negotiating stages, the deciding stages. So something needs to be carefully negotiated, or somebody needs to be let down. Got things slapping here. Yeah, okay, so I've got the World and the Two of Pentacles sort of wanting to make an appearance. And that's sort of confirming the career. There's a career opportunity leveling up from, is there an opportunity to level up and leave somebody behind? Wow. We are stuck here. Okay. So, Ten of Swords came through for... Did it just come through for Taurus? Which would make sense if you have a Taurus sun. Then you have Taurus. Chances are good that you have a Taurus sun. There's only about like a 4, 5, 6 day window in the season of Gemini where the sun is actually in Gemini, and therefore you would be Gemini with Gemini sun. Otherwise, everybody needs to still catch up with sidereal placements by downloading Sky Safari or Stellarium. Or if you just have desktop, then Stellarium for desktop. To see where the sun actually really is, because it's still in Pisces. It hasn't reached Aries yet, not for about another week. Because it's about 24 degrees behind where tropical placements put it. And again, I was ranting about how swords cards always look so unhappy. And I don't think that they should necessarily... Thinking is a good thing. And we're looking at completion of thinking, turning over a new page. He's not dead yet. That's that hand symbol, that Masonic hand symbol, that he'll be back. No matter how bad it looks. Psychic energy here. Water energy, compassion energy. Well, it doesn't have to just be psychic energy that's compassionate, because Sagittarius rules empathy and healing, and that's fire. But let's say somebody's out of touch with, somebody's spiritually depleted and not talking. This is typically considered to be your energy, Gemini, but I would change you to cardinal air, and Aquarius would be mutable air, and this would therefore be Aquarius. So this I put in the 11th house energy of legacy. So there's something, you've reached awareness of your legacy. And now we've got Pisces. So let's say this is Pisces energy of what to do about it. 11th house, 12th house. Free will versus soul contract. And you're not sure. Somebody's not sure. And that's why this Two of Wands is sideways. Not sure. Probably because this person in the upright is extremely connected. and deeply compassionate, and is very concerned about the consequences of the decision that needs to be made. And the fact that maybe you're feeling too much free will, and you would like someone just to tell you what to do. Yeah, just so much sideways energy. Right, okay. Yeah. So here, again, I would put Capricorn as mutable Earth, not Virgo. And so this is career energy, regardless of if you put it in Capricorn or Virgo. But Capricorn rules the career house. So we have legacy house, career house, and going at the entrepreneur, the self-sufficient. Yeah, there's somebody's. You just not somebody. Why not you? Well, to the extent that if it's somebody else, they have such a deep impact on you. Simple, complex. Words of pain or words that heal. You come to know truth by the way that it feels. So something is... I mean, this is truth. How does it feel? I get the sense that perhaps the chosen tool, I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. Compassion in action. You don't want to get burned. What's the opportunity? Obviously to be self-sufficient. Anything else for Gemini? During this first house season. Okay. Truth again. God's truth. Beginning. Something's known. And you just have to stand by the truth. Or else. See if there's anything else in tarot. I don't know what we'd follow the Ace of Swords with. And that would be your energy. That would be your energy. I would put that as third house energy, Gemini energy, Mercury energy, which is making me think about this being Uranus energy and nonconformity, right? Uranus is the nonconformist, the revolutionary, the innovative energy, the humanitarian, the bigger picture. Something is known. Ethics. This would be ethics. And we have that heart of compassion, that laurel wreath in the shape of a heart. Yes. The white and red roses. A red rose. Okay, so Knight of Pentacles again. In reverse, but that was a bit of a sloppy pull. Stuck financially. Right. Okay, so let's finish it up with that Seven of Cups, because I would like to clarify what I understand. So I'm Scorpio rising, obviously, and this is a Scorpio card. It's a 7, which I take as transformation. And it's a transformation of... and look, we've got that laurel wreath right there that's reminding me of this laurel wreath, right? It's right on top of it. This is all about, no matter what other people say about clouded thinking, no matter what the originators say about clouded thinking. The originators are Hermetics and Masons, same thing. And they can shoot me now for saying so. But I'm not on side with them. Not that I don't have Masonic friends, I do, but for their own protection. I don't have too much to do with them anymore because Great Architect hates my guts so bad that he actually just kills people sometimes that are and injures and stuff like that. So I just be warned. And maybe I should put that disclaimer up at some point. But again, I'm not here to play that fear game. I do want to explain this, though, that this is a very positive card, potentially. And there are many things to transform into, because you'll have many guides. You have guides in every area of your life, and you have different kinds of guides. You have ancestors. You have possibly people who have suffered, that are victims, that went to the next life as victims, that are interested in what you're doing, that were connected to what you're doing in their lives through their work. It's similar, right? And they like you, that kind of thing. Then there are famous guides that in whose footsteps you're following. They want to have something to do with helping you. And then there's God or gods. I'm still working my way through all of that. And so there are many different things. It does get quite complex to be a human being who's fully aware on Earth. And this being a Scorpio card, we're talking death energy. We're talking probably a fairly harsh, we are talking a very harsh transformation. Look at how hard it is to decide. Look at how hard it's to go through it. So maybe this has even been more to the point. No, it's what's really catching me up here is the emphasis on compassion here. So maybe I'll get a couple more doors. But obviously, there's a deep sense of, I'm getting a deep sense of compassion for you. Okay, this is the first card I ever took two out of this deck. The first readings I ever did was with this. So deeper. You are not finished. You are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is to come. Hold on, hold on. And what a nice contrast between the peaches, the peach, the orange, and the blue. Quite vibrant there. Anything else? Yeah, okay. And we'll finish with these two. All right, Gemini. Anthony's call. In thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost, so can be found. All things that are lost can be found. I have a favorite Chinese painter. Oh, that's coming off quite nice and purple there, isn't it? I'll put it next to the purple. Lin Fengman. And I'll put a link to him in the description actually for you. Because his family made a beautiful website for him with a gallery of his work on it. What's left of it, because during the Cultural Revolution, what Fengman did was put most of his paintings down the toilet. He tore them up, cut them up, put them down the toilet so that the government couldn't get its hands on them and use it for propaganda, because that's not what they were intended ever for, right? And then what he did is he managed to get to Hong Kong eventually, and he just proceeded to paint new editions of his original paintings. He just painted them over again. And for me, that is the tenacity of that, the soulfulness of that, to be able to paint the same painting again, to bring it back. You created it once and you can create it again. I teach drawing. It's one of the first things I ever did, and it's my own program. But the point I always like to make is that the picture maker is always more important than any picture. The picture Your picture is only a sign of who you are. It's only like a remnant of you. It is not bigger than you, better than you. It can be fabulous, absolutely, but the ability to position yourself in your mind that no, you generated something before, no matter what happens to it, you can regenerate it. Yeah, because that's your magician power. So yes, anything that's been lost, and if if you need to wait on God to restore it to you, yes, it will be restored in this timing. Yeah, but there's this transformation that needs to happen. Palmistry, fortune and tarot, collective destiny. The palm lines from birth tell your sacred palmistry. Listen to the notes of intuition. Listen to the notes of intuition. Yeah. Yep, you don't have to. I think the thing is you're not. If you feel like you have to make this decision on your own, you don't. If you need to know who your guides are, then let's find out who your guides are. Maybe you don't know who they are yet. Maybe you need to find out. So let's find out. Get in touch. Okay, Gemini. I'll be back in a week. Much love.